I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with my co-host, the one, the only Executive Director of the Children's Services Council of St. Lucie County, Mr. Sean Boyle. Welcome to the show, as always.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I mean, it is your show.
Yeah.
I have to have you. You're the co-host. And we are starting this show today. We're going to get right into it. It's 2020, and we've got our very first Children's Services Council Community Impact Award winner.
So we give out the Community Impact Award winner award to those that work hard every single day that maybe don't get noticed but are putting forth the effort to change our community, which is the point of all this show. So 18, probably 24 months ago, we had this really powerful trio of people come in, led by our award winner, who had this idea to do culture and arts and dance classes in the community.
Yes.
We sent them away, say, that sounds great, you got some homework to do. Fast forward, we partnered with them in the summer.
Okay.
They had a phenomenal camp. They are taking over the San Anastasia building. I'll let them explain that. So this month's award goes to Cindy Bridges from the Lindsay School of the Arts.
Very good. Congratulations. We didn't say all in. Who's in charge of the bell? Congratulations,
Thank
Cindy.
you.
I've been hearing so much about the Lindsay School of Arts. I know you took up temporarily in the Peacock House.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still there until St. Anastasia's ready?
I am.
Very
I will be
good.
there probably in the next 3 years.
Oh, wow. So tell me a little bit about what got you into this.
Okay. Right into it, I guess. Well, it was a vision a couple years ago as I was kind of discussing with Sean initially. I just had super talented friends, and I was just like, can you please come an hour a week and give back to these kids? And now fast forward to now, we offer actually every area of the arts. We're actually at 40 classes a week, completely free within dance, drama, art, music, creative writing, and production.
And we have so many diverse artists in our community, and Cindy is really showcasing them and letting them work with kids.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's the thing, is the kids instantly, they get the respect, is that they're not just teachers shoving math down their throat. I mean, they really are artists every day in their life, and they bring this to these kids, and they're just like, wow, like that's you, that's your, that's you playing the piano, that's your art, and instantly they're like, please teach me. And it's just, they're so good, and they're just amazing.
And do they have to qualify to receive the free classes?
In many ways.
Okay.
So many of my classes are unfortunately on a wait list currently. I'm actually already on a wait list for our summer camp as well. We also have babies. So what we do is they come in, the parents have, they sign, but the kids have to apply. They go through an application process. And a lot of families, yes, are lower income. It's also 2 working families that have 4 kids and just could never afford all of them to take piano.
So it's Lindsay School of the Arts, and it took me the longest time because I would always call Cindy Lindsay. And and there's a trio. There's out in our studio audience is Dorian, her husband, and Hero, Heather Wells, Hero the poet. I've never really see them separate, so I'm pretty sure they live together and work together.
Okay.
But can you explain why it's called Lindsay School of the Arts?
Yes. I thought you were going to say explain Hero, and I'm like, there's just
Explain
no
how
way.
you guys all live together.
There's just no way I could do that. Actually, Lindsay and I grew up across the street from each other. When my parents moved into their home in Port St. Lucie, Lindsay's mom was actually pregnant with her. She had 3 open heart surgeries at Shands Hospital in Gainesville before she was 12. And her dream was to work at Shands Hospital under the surgeon and the nurses that did her surgeries. And she was actually going to school in Gainesville and working at Shands. And she passed away at 21 from a massive brain aneurysm. So she still was someone that I just believe kids could look up to because she passed so young. But she still fulfilled her dream and everything she wanted. And she loved dance. She loved the arts because she was restricted to a lot of physical activities like sports because of her heart condition. So the arts was really not forced, but it was her really only alternative.
And they recently won the award to renovate the St. Anastasia building. So real quickly, can you tell everybody your vision for what you want that to be once it's finalized?
Of course. I knew we were going to get there. Everyone gets there. So as simply as I can put it, I expressed interest in the building just like anyone could any day. It's been abandoned 40 years. I expressed interest. I wrote the city a letter. I said, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to turn into this world-class art center. The school would be there along with galleries, exhibits. We'd have our own in-house theater. So I just put that all in a letter. Instantly, they opened up an RFP, request for proposal. We applied and got it, and we were the only ones that applied.
Are you doing a capital fundraiser to help out with retrofitting that thing? Because it's, it hasn't been occupied for 40 years. It is not ADA regulated.
Not at all. It needs a lot of work. I'm hoping to utilize a lot of the National Trust. Actually, February 8th, we're doing a meet and greet barbecue on the property. It's the first time to kind of ease the mind, kind of make the community understand who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it, and that it is not taxpayer dollars. The reason they brought us in is because legally, as a 501c3, we can fundraise and ask people for money where the city cannot.
That's right.
So they needed someone like us to help them get that building back to life. So actually, as of last night, it is back to life. We put lights on the property, and it's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful building. It really is. It's not at all updated, but a beautiful building. And we're glad somebody's going to take that task on.
Never, ever had air conditioning in history.
No.
So.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm convinced with the way Cindy and Dorian and Heather move. When they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. So I'm waiting for her to say, we're going to run this whole county. And I promise you within 6 months, she'll be running the whole county.
Okay. I look forward to it. We'll still all have jobs here, right?
That's up to her.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank
and
you.
What a worthy cause. We're so happy about that. You're right down from the Cass School. It makes perfect sense. Maybe we can really get some, superstars
A lot of our
going.
kids that come from Cass, too.
Before she goes, give out because you're looking for volunteers, obviously donations,
Of
anything that
course.
people can get involved with. Give them your phone number and website.
Phone number and website. The phone number is 772-342-8651, and our website is thelindsaysschoolofthearts.com.
All right, we're going to take a break and we're going to come right back. We're going to talk with a local nonprofit, a chamber member, a local nonprofit, and learn a little bit more about them and see how you can be all in on them as well. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to All In. I'm Teresa Aronson here with the one, the only Sean Boyle. We have another guest joining us now, and Jennifer Wiggins is our guest that the Chamber has invited on this week, and we know her from her locally owned business. But you're here today for your nonprofit, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Royal Palms. She's from Royal Palms. Are you familiar with it, Sean?
I am not super familiar with it.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you guys so much for inviting us. So the Royal Palms have actually been around since 2002. It's an all-woman volunteer organization.
Okay.
We're all volunteers, so we're working moms and business owners and teachers and just everything. And so what they were doing first was they were partnering with local nonprofit organizations, and every month we would adopt a different nonprofit. So Family Meals, Graceway, Pace Center, and we would either do fundraisers for them for food or diapers, or we would get a new crib or a new stove or whatever it is that they needed. So a couple of years ago, so I've been on Royal Palms for a couple of years. I'm vice president this year,
Okay.
and previously always doing marketing, but I'm moving my ranks up. And back in, I think it was 2 Christmases ago, we helped a little boy here in Port St. Lucie that had a very rare skin disease. And we personally helped him. We went to his family and like, hey, what can we do to help you personally? And it was just amazing experience. The members got to do that initial like meeting with the family versus going through the organizations. So we changed our whole structure 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, to now focusing on individuals and families that are struggling due to an illness, an unfortunate situation, an emergency, a disaster. They kind of are the people that slip through the cracks of being able to get help somewhere else, or they're in between a situation. Like say they had a house fire, or they had cancer and they're in between, whatever it may be.
Right.
So we have 2 service drives a year, and we just opened up our service drive yesterday for now. So you can go on our website and you can fill out an application, and if you meet the criteria of what situation you're struggling for, you can apply for assistance. and we will pick our families. We pick 5 families in the fall and 5 families in the spring, and we help them with whatever they need,
Okay.
as long as it meets within our criteria.
All
So
right.
we do that, but probably what we're most known for is Prom Town. So we've done Prom Town for 8 years, and what we do is we collect prom dresses all year, and gently use current trends, even though we get some from back in the 80s for sure, because they're been
That
sitting on
stuff
the
will come back. Don't you
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, well, so
Just
we
take
get
it.
those
2
donated.
years from
Take it
now,
in
it'll be
store,
like the
yeah.
first thing.
So we collect all year, and then usually in the end of March we have a location set up that we set it up just as if they were going shopping for a dress. So we
Sure.
make it a whole experience for them, and we have it by size and everything, and no questions asked. Any local young lady from any of the high schools can come and take a dress for free, and we have all the schools involved, so we raffle off prom tickets for them. So someone gets a set of prom tickets to go. We usually find dinner for them, have someone donate gift cards for a dinner, and I get emotional just thinking about it. It's usually a lot of tears that day, because otherwise these young ladies can't afford hundreds of dollars of a prom dress,
Right.
or just being able to go to prom or getting the tickets. So they come in, we don't say anything, go get your dress, and they have these gorgeous dresses. And
How many people that you see come through there when you do
last
Prom
year
Town?
there was 109 girls
Wow.
that came through. So
I have to say, I've been here a long time. I've not heard of Royal Palms before.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear of Prom Town. I feel really bad about that, but I'm glad that you guys are getting back
It's-
out. I see you
yeah.
brought Maria McKenzie with
I
you
did.
today.
She's been with Royal Palms for over 10 years, so she's
wow.
seen a lot of change. But so we are really shifting we have a lot of amazing members, new members in the last few years. So we're really focusing on making Prom Town really, really big. We have a lot of connections in the schools now. So
Okay.
more people from the school would probably know about Prom Town. But that took a little while to build those connections. But we're going big with Prom Town. We want to make sure that we're working with the schools to be able to recycle. So let's say you go to prom this year, you're a junior, or you have a sister or whoever.
Yeah.
We're doing dress exchanges now, so you can come back with your prom dress from the previous year and you can exchange it for another one, or if you have a family member, so you can bring that in and they can get a dress for free. Because who knows where all these prom dresses go out. And
I could not tell you where any of my prom dresses are.
They need to go to Prom Town.
I don't have
Yeah.
them, but I don't know where
I'm
they
glad
are
you clarified
either.
what Prom Town was, because I'll be honest with you, that's not a place I would want to go visit if I didn't know what it was. Prom Town.
Prom
Really?
Town.
Just Prom Town sounds funny to me.
It does? It sounds like fun to me.
Did you have bad a bad
Apparently I
prom?
did, yes.
Did you go with your mom?
No. Weird, but no. Real
A
quick,
cousin?
How-
No, I'm just kidding.
is it St. Lucie only?
No.
Royal
the Treasure,
Palms?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's
Treasure
Treasure Coast?
Coast. Yeah, it was originally the Royal Palms of St. Lucie County, but now Vero, Port St. Lucie, Stewart, Okeechobee.
We all joined together.
Yeah, so we don't. There's no limitation. The high schools, we've only really been able to get St. Lucie County, Jensen Beach. I think we've gotten, but we're trying to get that bigger and bigger. We're all volunteers. And
Right.
So you guys know about volunteers. It's hard and people come and go. So we're trying to really build a structure around that. But
So if they're all in, right?
Aw,
Look at that, good
our
reaction
bell
time.
ringer is like on it.
So if somebody's watching and they want to be all in and get involved, are you accepting new members?
So our membership year is from September to June. So membership opens up from September to November 30th. So if they want to become a member, you can definitely come to some of our events, but then membership will open up next year.
Okay.
If you want to be a part of Prom Town, you can let us know. You can definitely go to our website, which is theroyalpalms.com, and learn more about what we do. But yeah, if you have a newer, gently used prom dress.
I'm offended by the newer because I really do think these
Do you
things.
still have your prom dress?
I don't, but it was gold
How big were
lame,
the
which is.
Well, I will tell you, we purged about 2 years ago, and before we did that, we had a lot of dresses from probably like the last 10 years, and the young girls would pull them off the rack and they would look
But
at
10
them
years
like,
from now, those things are going to be vintage and
Back
so
then,
wanted.
The kids now probably think, how big were the shoulders of the women that went to prom?
They
'Cause
were.
like-
And the skirts.
Yeah,
Mine was a
so-
very big skirt, I do remember. But
So,
gold
yeah.
lame is timeless.
And the last 2 years, we've we've had a request for suits for guys, and that's
Oh.
something we've been struggling with. You know, we've kind of reached out to some of the organizations that have suits for guys or
Yeah.
tuxes to wear to prom, and a little bit trying to figure that one out, like how we can get people, because a lot of the young guys,
They don't buy
they rent them.
They rent
Yeah,
them.
they rent
yeah.
them.
Where do they take the dresses? Where can they take them?
They go on the website, or they can go on our Facebook page and message us, and we either pick it up, we'll meet you somewhere. We have drop-off locations depending on where you're at.
You can
So-
drop them off at the chamber too. We'd be happy
Oh,
to take them for you.
Thank you so much.
But one
Lisa.
more time before we go, what's the website or the Facebook?
It is theroyalpalms.com.
All right.
Nice.
And thanks to Maria McKenzie for coming with you
Thank
for
you,
moral
Maria.
support today. And we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come right back, and Sean and I are going to visit for a little bit, talk about what's going on in the community in terms of children and some announcements. So stay with us. Welcome back to All In. I'm Trissa Aronson here with Sean Boyle, our co-host. And I'm excited about this new year. We got a lot of great stuff coming up. You and I are partnering on something this summer that we need
Yes.
we actually need to start working on it. Luana from my office reminded me the other day, we need to get people on board.
We are on it already.
Okay, we are too. She's already like, we got to have a meeting and a meeting and another meeting.
So for those people that don't know what we're talking about,
Yeah,
so we fund.
which is everybody.
Yeah, 13 agencies provide 16 after-school programs. They all turn into summer camps.
Yep.
And then we put additional funding out to expand that to usually around 12 to 15 more places that kids can go at no cost or low cost. And then we partnered with you last year
Yep.
to allow them to explore St. Lucie County to places they've probably never been before.
Right. So through our Seven Gables house, we book excursions, kayaking, sailboating, just all kinds of, even the Navy SEAL and the aquarium, all that great stuff. And so we've taken on, which is quite the undertaking.
Yes,
Mostly Luana. When I say we, I mean Luana.
yes. And we are very grateful because
Yes, it is
we
difficult.
wanted to do it and we're like, we're going to go coordinate all this?
So what we do is we work with our vendors, our members that offer these services, kayaking or whatever kind of adventure or fun thing to do in the community. We even did painting.
Painting with a twist.
Yeah, painting with a twist. We did a sailboat ride. We do all of it. And so we organize them. We work with the camps. They put in requests, and we use the funds that you give us to book them, to pay all of these vendors and get these kids out and do things that they've never done before. And some of them had not been to the beach. They hadn't been in the water. And these are kids that live right here in St. Lucie County.
We got so many comments and emails, and I got a phone call from Marcus Dixon from the Multicultural Resource Center when they were leaving Lisa's kayaks.
She did a great job.
And he called me and he said, hey, I just want to let you know that our kids just did Lisa kayaks, and it was life-changing for those kids. Because to your point, many of them had never been to the beach, much less on the water.
So we're actually seeking anybody that has an excursion type
Oh, nice.
business to please contact us. Let's work something out. Let's get you a part of this program.
Another way one of our viewers could be, dare I say it, all in.
Yes, absolutely. So we're excited about that. We're very thankful. It's been a win-win for everybody involved, except for maybe Luana, who has to
Yes.
organize that.
And Tanya from my office.
Yeah, Tanya and Luana
Yes.
probably. But I think it's rewarding work, so that's really good. So I'm appreciative of that.
So it's 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and we're obviously starting a new round of this show, and I brought you a present.
You did.
So we do our holiday concert in December. I know you told me not to talk a lot about it, but when we did it, it was Ugly Sweater Day.
Okay.
And so Ashley wore, my co-host for the Sounds of the Season concert, wore an ugly sweater. I didn't wear a sweater because it's too hot.
It's very hot.
But I wore an ugly shirt. But we
Okay.
gave all the performers these Children's Services Council socks because they look like ugly sweaters.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So this is not for you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, so I brought
He literally opened the segment with, I have a present for you.
So I brought
now I
you.
don't.
I brought you a pair of our ugly sweater Children's Services Council socks. They have our logo across the top. So when you wear them, make sure that you pull them up high so everybody can see the logo.
I'm very short, and these look very long, so I'm pretty sure they're like, if I pull
they
them all
could
the
be
way up
leg
so they can
warmers.
see the
Yes,
logo, we're going to
yes.
be in trouble.
Wear them to
But,
yoga.
Yeah. I am so into yoga. Oh, very cute. I love these, Sean. Thank you for that.
So where's my present?
You can have
Oh,
one
thank you. Yes.
of my socks.
And next show, we'll do sock puppets.
Yes, we will. Thank you. I appreciate it. They
Yeah.
are very cute. Very cute. I'm sure Ashley came up with this idea. Yeah?
It was actually UBU partnered with us
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to come up with this unique gift idea.
Well, I do want to mention also that it's Young Floridian time, also a partnership between you and I. And my gosh.
Rumor is that we work a lot together. Partner.
Who said that?
I just
see
did. Didn't
you
you not
on
just
the
hear me?
daily. Yeah. No, we do. Although I haven't seen you much this year. This is like the first time.
It's the
but-
second week in January.
Well,
But
you know, I'm usually sick of you by now. But we are doing the Young Floridian, which is about 35 years now. I think it started in 86 or 87. And that's a long time.
I think I just heard a gasp in the audience.
I
Like,
know.
that's a
I
long
didn't
time.
start it. I wasn't here.
I
We
wasn't
were-
either. Don't look at me.
But GDC and St. Lucie Medical and Harbor Community Bank and at IRC, of course. It's a scholarship program, and it's an amazing thing. It's 2 full years to IRSC with a book stipend and $1,000 from the chamber. And so we've sent a lot of great people through that program.
And what's great is obviously, the school district, the college, the chamber, we're in, but you have so many business leaders that participate as judges and whatnot, and for them to give of their time, because it's not like you're paying them to be there.
No.
They're, going away from their job that's making them money to give back to the kids. And dare I say it, they are also all in.
Yes, they are.
They even rang it before I actually said it.
I gave her the cue.
Nice.
And it's funny is this contest or program or scholarship is one that's pretty arduous. The judges have to come and get trained.
Yes.
Then we have a full breakfast with the kids, and then there's a judging afterwards, and it's a one on 3 judges, 3 judges and 1 kid. It's interview style, and there's a lot that goes into it. So it's a time commitment from both student and judge.
Yes. And then
realistically.
the ceremony where they find out the winner.
Ceremony, and then we have a lot of the judges present,
Yeah.
and so yes, it is a lot. We also do a couple of trainings at the high schools on, and
Jerry
I love
Hefner?
those. Jerry Hefner comes in and they teach them how to shake hands, make eye contact, what fork to use at lunch and dinner, and
So the first time I judged, and I'm not an extrovert, I kind of, and everybody kept coming up to me and shaking my hand. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
these are the most extroverted kids. And then I realized they had all
it's
been
the training.
trained.
It's the
It's
training.
very
and
impressive.
I have to admit, because he trains them and he says you get in there and you start shaking hands and you introduce yourself. Every now and then I got to take a break because
Yeah.
my hand gets a little tired and there's
Yeah,
like
got one
100
foot in
and
the
something
door and
kids
you're-
and you're,
yeah.
I have to go to the restroom. But yeah, it is really amazing. But you can always tell who went through the training and who
Yes.
didn't go through the
Yes,
training.
it's very impressive.
Yeah, it is very impressive. So I think that's about it for us. Is there anything else we need to tell anybody?
I think we're good.
We're good?
Tune in next month.
And we'll see you next time.